So, thank you so much for being here. I'm going back to my Zoom screen. I am on Zoom. I'm channeling this session over to YouTube. So if you are there, I'm grateful. Thank you. I'm not able to see your comments, but I'm grateful that you are there. Thank you. Okay, let's go ahead and start. So we're going to start with our group poll. And if you have a question, be thinking of it. Write it down, draw a picture of it, whatever you want. You don't need a question. It's totally fine. Okay, so our first poll today, as is usual with this group, is Seasons of the Witch. This is the Beltane Oracle. In a few days, less than a week, we'll be moving over into Litha. So if you're looking at, there's 8 of these in the series because there's 8 pagan holidays that we follow. And hold on. There's something like that. That was good. I just showed it. Okay. I'm going to read until my first conference deck and then we stop. So we have Seasons of the Witch, Beltane Oracle. There's 8 of these. If you're looking to get one, you can go ahead and get whatever one you want. You are moving into Litha next, so it's Litha if you'd like to get that one. This is by Lorraine Anderson and Julie Diaz, and the illustrations are by Giada Rose. Interesting group that I recently began attending. It's a new group called Hermit's Hollow. Very cool. You guys might want to check it out over on Meetup. Hermit's Hollow. Yeah. These numbers. Trying to get it. This is what is that? There's a beach. There's not a lot of beach in the sun dot 40. Come now. Expand into the skies and into the shadows below. Come up a little. All right. Welcome back from that. If you want to pop in here. Number 40, which is representative in my mind in this moment of P4 in the major arcana, the Emperor. All right, we'll go ahead and cut. I usually get more of a sensation, but it's not always, so okay, it's not the Emperor. So we have Oak, which I like because it's one of my dog's names. Oak. He's so cute. And this is an oak tree. I love their lashes. They're green. And it's card 27. If you add 2 plus 7, you get 9. And that is no, it's not. It's the Hermit. Oh, and we were just talking about Hermit's Hollow. There's a sign. Go check out Hermit's Hollow on Meetup. Not the Hermit's Hollow. Hermit's Hollow, I'm pretty sure. Nothing to do with that. Anyway, so the oak card says, don't just look within. Dive deeply into the eternal realms of knowing. Ooh, that's like undervoted as well. Don't just look within. Dive deeply into the eternal realms of knowing. Y'all, okay, I just dropped the video this morning for this coming Saturday. We're doing the card meeting. And this is in Willow Tarot. If you're watching this on YouTube, you're watching it on the channel called Willow Tarot. You can find that very same group on Meetup. So on Meetup in Willow Tarot, the video that I dropped, I think it was Willow Tarot, it might have been Dallas Ford, no, it was Willow Tarot, okay. It's for our relational mediumship session this Saturday, and part of it, what I'm really stressing to you guys is I offer exercises for each class, is it's the idea of learning to stay in the moment and practice how to be in it. That's what the idea of these sessions are there about. So here it says, don't just look within. Dive deeply into the eternal realms of knowing. And that's the whole fucking point. Yeah, look inside. How long are you going to stay? What are you going to ask? And what do you want to decide? That's mediumship too. All right, so let's go ahead. Here's the card. And, I was like, oh, are they in a state of slumber? Because their eyes are closed. I was like, probably not. We've been around 600 years, seen it all. Now they're listening or feeling, but they're not trusting that sense as their primary, the sense of sight. Okay, so oak. Okay, oak. Keyword wisdom. Wisdom isn't a static thing. It evolves, changes, and adapts as you learn new ways of knowing. Before you can be wise, you must be willing to accept that you don't have all the answers. Oak is here to change your perspective. Like an old wise grandfather, Oak guides you to evaluate your beliefs, to see if anything is out of alignment with who you are today. Perhaps what you knew to be true is now directly opposite from what you currently believe. Or perhaps who you thought you were supposed to be when you were younger is now completely different from who you actually are. Just like wisdom, your goals will evolve as time goes on. Some goals will be left behind, while others will morph into something else entirely. It's important to regularly check back in with with where you are to make sure you are still situated on the most illuminated path. If you are confused about the next steps, Oak reminds you to reach out to the unseen support all around you. Commune with nature, the spirits, and the universe, and ask them to guide you. Like, instead of seeking exterior support or believing that is your primary lift, or rather, instead of seeking exterior support in humans and believing that's your primary lift, look to nature and then see that reflection in yourself. It's like, I'll check YouTube a couple times a day to see if I've gone viral. External validation, right? I'm good at what I do, regardless of how many people are viewing my videos, but I still check. It's not necessary, and there are other ways to feel good about what I do, like reminding myself that there's nothing to check unless I put it there. I'm the creator. Okay. So other Beltane herbs, flowers, and trees, because oak is a type of tree. Oak is where acorns come from. So other Beltane herbs, flowers, and trees. Belladonna, for moving on from past loves and adding protection to the home. Please note, however, that belladonna is very poisonous. Birch provides strong protection magic. Hawthorn, used to decorate maypoles and for fairy magic, luck and success, happiness and fertility. Ivy, for love, luck, friendship, healing, and protection. It promotes fidelity and marriage when given to newlyweds. Lemons, for spiritual opening and purification. They hold the energy of both the sun and the moon and are used in love magic and to induce lust. Use lemons for prophetic dreams and clairvoyance. Ooh. Marigold, attracts admiration and facilitates the finding of new love. Use marigold for favorable outcomes in legal matters, as well as helping wishes come true. It holds the energy of the sun. Meadowsweet, increases luck and promotes friendship, harmony, love, and peace. Mint, for prosperity and healing. It renews vitality and attracts good spirits. Mugwort, a powerful aphrodisiac that encourages lust, passion, and fertility. It is used for divination, scrying, and prophetic dreams, and for spirit communication. Honey, for success, new beginnings, and prosperity. It is very cleansing and purifying and promotes grounding and growth in financial life. Rose, for love magic and lasting relationships. It promotes peace in existing relationships. Violet, for peace and overall calming of the nerves. It provides powerful protection from evil and is given to new mothers and newborns for luck and peace. That was Violet. Willow, Willow, used for lunar magic and communicating with spirits. Well, what do you know? It is considered to be a wish tree and helps to attract your intentions and strengthen your aura and protect against evil. I needed that word. I really needed that word. Awesome. Protects against evil, strengthens your aura, used for lunar magic and communicating with spirits, and considered to be a wish tree. Love it. Awesome. And that was Seasons of the Witch. All right. And next we're gonna go to, so these are the two that are permanently in the rotation right now. They will change, but right now I'm on them here. So we have Healing the Inner Child Oracle by Nina Manzetta. There was me. Like, so. Here, our flower. This is interesting. The child sleeping on a flower. I don't think they're fake sleeping, but when you're a kid, they tend to be asleep. So this is 12 of experience, all these dinosaurs. And then these giant flowers that are growing up. And this child is, what the fuck? And this child is surrounded by them. I didn't spend them. All right. All right, weird. So each card has an invitation, an inner child, engine. Now let's go. All right. I'm just like, yesterday in my recording that's on YouTube now for our session, I was saying that there's something back there that's catching. I mean, if it's attracting these sparkling lights, it's got that right behind my head. So I'm not sure why it keeps standing over there. There's nothing else moving in that room. All right, weird. And I'm not scared of it, but maybe this is a direct message from whatever's over there. Our survival brain keeps us alive. It regulates body temperature, heartbeat, breathing, moving, resting, and feeding. It also allows us to run away from danger, fight to protect ourselves, freeze, and play dead, or please in order to survive. The survival network of the brain is focused on identifying and responding to threats and shuts down access to our frontal cortex if it believes a threat is present. This is useful when we are faced with a predator in the wild and we need to respond as fast as possible to survive. However, if you didn't receive consistent emotional support as a child, the survival brain will kick in anytime intense emotions arise. This is maladaptive because the survival brain isn't equipped for emotional processing. All it can do in the intense emotions is to freeze or numb out, fight, run away, which is to disassociate, or freeze. None of these strategies offer the needed soothing to quiet the heightened nervous system response. I'm having freaking meltdown. And give myself space to breathe. Okay, we're gonna do that for a second because I need a moment. I'm doing what I need, and I am more important than anyone else on the planet. Because without me, my story does not exist. All right. Let's see. The presence of survival strategies is not a personal failure. And that is exactly what I just did. This is a survival strategy. That's also my strength for this company. The presence of survival strategies is not a personal failure. And there's nothing wrong with it. It's just the way our brains were wired in childhood because of the lack of a reliable support person. As we reparent ourselves, we become the reliable adult for our inner child as we acquire resources to stay present to our feelings without allowing them to determine our actions. So I will remove them. Stay present with my feeling without allowing them to determine my actions. This card invites you to change the way your brain processes feelings and acknowledge and soften fears you might have been carrying your whole life. Inner child. What is your inner child afraid of? Listen to these fears without judgment. Say to your inner child, it is okay to be afraid. We are all afraid sometimes. There is nothing wrong with you. From now on, every time an intense emotion arises, I will support you through it. That's your inner child saying that. The inner child that had to work through the processing of abusive adults in an unkind society. Cruelty in childhood. That's that same harmed person saying they'll support the older version of you now. It's beautiful. The journey. Whenever you notice yourself slipping into fear, worry, or anxiety, and losing your sense of joy and connection to yourself, check in with your body. This simple breath technique signals to your nervous system that you are safe. It quiets the survival response, and with time, allows you to shift into the comfort of the present moment. When you are afraid, the present moment disappears from your awareness, and you are gone to the past or into the future. Remembering that you have a body invites you back into the present, where no survival threat exists. You are safe right here, right now. Inhale for 4 seconds, pause, and suspend the breath for 4 seconds, and exhale for 8 seconds. So you inhale for 4, pause for 4, exhale for 8. Let's go ahead and breathe that once, and then I'll read the rest. We're just practicing. Inhale for 4, hold for 4, exhale for 8. Inhale. Hold. Exhale. All right. Inhale for 4, hold it for 4, exhale for 8. That's your breathing. And we're doing this. All right. As you continue with this breathing pattern, check in with your physical body. Ask yourself, do I have toes? Do I have feet? Do I have legs? Feel the soles of your feet on the floor. Notice the weight of your legs. Feel the weight of your spine leaning against the support behind you. And check in with as many parts of your body as you can. Continue with this breath until you feel settled and present. And breathing is something that everyone does. You don't need to draw attention to it. Just do it. And do it for yourself. All right. Like covering a family extension. Can't figure out how to change it back. I remember doing it when I first got the camera, and that was how it was set up. And now I cannot figure out how to do it. To not do it. All right, this is such a pretty the box really. I mean, it's Rebecca Campbell. I don't know, it's okay. I mean, the images are definitely attractive. I just don't think I've read it enough to I don't know. I don't particularly like it when they mix what happened here? When they mix mediums, like a picture of a person is mixed in with like illustration and digital art. Anyway, we'll see. I don't always like that. I do have a tarot deck that does that I love called Guardian of the Night, but otherwise it doesn't work for me typically. And that's what she does here. So this is oh, I see a hand. Go ahead.
Well, you're talking about uh, your inner child and getting upset. I think uh, er- being a spiritual person is recalibrating. Many times you recalibrate. So if your fear is being hiding something going outside, uh, you switch to the above mode. You go to the universal flow and quiet down. So you're quieting yourself down, and then you go back. But if you stay there and you're being aggravated by outside circumstances, you can't control it. Certain things, it gets worse and worse. So
That
I
makes,
think
go ahead, sorry,
I
go ahead.
think so. I think that's the way it works. It's not as hard as it seems to quiet yourself down. People think it's hard. It isn't that hard?
I think that's an incredibly personal statement. So instead of saying you, say I, use first person, because it denotes how you feel about it and what works for you. Because what you said doesn't work for you, at least not at this point in life. But you're saying you. So I will take that as a statement where it would be first person I, and you're referencing yourself, but thank you for sharing. Shooting isn't welcome. All right, is your hand still up, or did you want to keep commenting? You did. Okay, your hand's still. All right, but thank you for your share. Okay, so let's go to Rebecca Campbell. There is a little thing. This deck is different. This is kind of fun. I'll show you. She has something in the she has a mechanic of the box itself. Here, I'll shuffle and get the card. This is a kind of nice, some people will pull a card in the morning, maybe in the evening. They'll read it or they won't. And they'll say, well, if I pull in the morning, what is it gonna look like tonight when I flip it over? How did it affect my day? Where can I see it happening in the day? You read it right when you pull it, doesn't matter, you do whatever you want. But this is the box, and I'll show you that if you like to have a card out, this is pretty fun. Whoops. I'm not getting the presentation, so. Okay, so this is. Okay, oh, no, they're not. So this says, I pulled it like this. So if we look here, it says let go. And if we turn it over, it says hold on. So in the hold on part, it's like this part can catch it. I'm trying to get a bigger meaning out of this, but I'm not. I don't think I have put something about it. So hold on, but if you had pulled it this way, it's let go. All right, so let's just read hold on. Oh, well, I did just open it up to one that says feminine and masculine, and it's the same effect. So there are multiples in the deck that do that. Wait. Oh, there's a whole section of cards that do that. Okay, there's a whole, because this is sensuality. This is what I'm talking about with the mixed media. It's a person. Anyway, this is only one side. This is only gonna have the names on one side. Okay, so it's mixed through the deck. I didn't know. Nice. So we have hold on and let go, but we pulled it with let go. So let me find that. Let go and hold on. I believe that. Okay, I see. Okay, good. So let go and hold on. Let go, which is what we got. Bring, loosening your hold, stepping away, making space for new growth, which is exactly what I need right now because I'm angry about this camera. It's really like, I'm pissed. Well, I mean, we all have different levels of anger. Please don't assume that yours is mine. All right, and then we have hold on, which we didn't pull, but I'm gonna read. Determination, staying power, sticking with it, commitment, in it for the long haul. Now, there are definitely different messages here. And I like to let go because I'm feeling tension. And again, let go, free, loosening your hold, stepping away, straight up stepping away, making space for new growth. Okay. Which part of the card is right side up? Okay, and we have let go. Which meaning is calling to you the most? So having read both of those, if you're like, I get that you pulled let go, but I'm feeling hold on, go with that. I'll read both. How can we bring both cards or meanings into balance? I don't know. There are times when we're called, you know, before I start reading, let me show you that aspect of the deck, because I'm gonna do it right now. So we open up our box, right? And then comes out like that. And it's magnetized right here. So it'll hold. It's good. You take the card. Someone had to walk me through this. I don't know. So I'm like, I don't know how it fits even well. And then I know it's right there, but it's skipping. Yeah, that's what it's thinking, but you see? And now if you wanted to have your card out all day, you could. And if you don't, if you just want to put it in there and close it, and then tonight, whatever, it's such a neat little thing. I don't know of any other decks that do that. So now we're gonna go and read the card. All right, there are times when we're called to hold on, and times when we're called to surrender. But how do we not know what to do when? The things we cling on to are often the ones that we're most called to let go of. But just because we cling to them doesn't mean they're not meant for us, nor that they'll fall away if we do gather the courage to do some breath. Sometimes the act of letting go or of not clinging so tightly is the very thing that enables a situation to transform so that it remains yet is better and more aligned with the floor. So that it remains yet is better and more aligned with the floor. Or if it is not, then something more aligned now has the space to enter eventually. What the fuck? Let me read that again. Sometimes the act of letting go or of not clinging so tightly is the very thing that enables a situation to transform so that it remains, yet is better and more aligned than before. Or if it is not, then something more aligned now has a space to enter eventually. If this card appears with hold on, right side up, which is not how we do it, but you do you go with whatever meaning you want, or both. If this card appears with hold on, right side up, it can be an invitation to fight for what's important to you, to stand up for your beliefs, to have a difficult conversation, to keep working towards something that doesn't appear to be working. Oh, no, that can. Or to really work on a relationship that might feel difficult. You don't have to with people. My relationship with my meetup groups is tumultuous, to say the best. It's like, maybe, right? And then all the people that are involved in that, it's like, okay. So, all right. If the card appears with let go right side up, then consider what you might be forcing, trying to control, or refusing to release. What are you clinging on to? For fear that it will go away and nothing will come to take its place. Go ahead, I see your hand, go ahead. What, did you want to make a comment? Go ahead.
Yeah, I want to say something. There, you're talking. Oh, hold on is a great song by Wilson Phillips. I don't know if you're familiar with it. It's
I
from
know him.
Bridesmaid,
I
from
probably
Brides,
do.
from Bridesmaids.
Oh, I love that movie.
Yeah, so it talks about losing personal power and what's holding you back. So that sort of came to mind.
Yeah, I love that. I love that the song. So Wilson Phillips, hold on. Man, it's like right up here. I know it. There's also one, I don't know if it's called Hold On, but hold on to the night. Hold on to the night. I don't know who it is. Oh, but awesome. I love songs.
It's a mindfulness song.
Yeah.
It's about mindfulness.
Yes, yeah. No, totally. I'll do a quick share. I watched a lot of RuPaul. I'm on season 11 of Drag Race and season 9 of Untucked, and they're both RuPaul. And the thing is, so RuPaul does this walkthrough in the workroom, WERK, and it's where all the drag queens go. They sew they keep, they talk, they, you know, they have conversations there. It's their space where they all hang out. Now it's a show, right? So there's cameras everywhere. So RuPaul walks through the room. RuPaul is the celebrity host of the show, and says, "So what are you gonna do for the challenge?" And listens, right? And then the person says, "I'm gonna come out dressed like a hippo, but I'm only gonna have 3 legs." And RuPaul says, "Okay, I can see it. Now, how does that work for the challenge?" You know, like she kind of helps you to understand, are you actually assembling what's going to help you win? Or do you need to let go of this for something? So the other day, she's walking through and she says I think it was to Asia O'Hara, which is a wonderful job. Anyway, she says something to Asia, and then she says, "You know, I paid thousands of dollars for this advice, and I'm sharing it with others." And I know what she's talking about. I've got friends that charge a lot of money for the coaching stories. A lot, I mean, way more than I'll ever charge for a terrorist about. Maybe not though. So I was like, I don't know, I'm gonna listen even harder. Like I always listen to her. I like what she says. She's a real smart person, and I like her attitude. But she's right. She spent a lot of money on getting where she's at, and she's willing to share it. So I've really been listening to what she says when she walks around, even more so. Like I already did, but now it's like this is an opportunity for me to really learn, you know. Now I wish I had some tidbit that too short, but it's like, oh, I can't remember. But anyway, that's pretty cool. Like there's always an opportunity to learn, even if it's to learn what I don't like, which happens. It happens. There's also every day, multiple times a day, I'm given the opportunity to forgive myself. If I get angry, I'm expressing on the camera, or I do something where an hour or so later, a day later, I'm going, should I have done that? No, I'm not even 10 hours a day later, maybe an hour later, I'm going, should I have done that? And then I thought together, but I did it. But it's okay. It's forgiveness. Like you really feel like maybe I should have, maybe I shouldn't have. You're kind of fucked because you already did. So don't worry about it. Seriously, you can't change the past. So just go with what you got. And you can be a better person. If you don't like what you did, don't fucking do it. I thought it was movie. Okay, next one. What is it? All right, this is the Golden Future Oracle. I like reading from this. I don't know where I stand with, not that I have to come down on any one decision, but ascension, fifth dimension, all that kind of talk. I'm an Earth girl. I love it here. Gravity is my sister. Am I intrigued? Hell yeah. But I'm not gonna lead the charge. Because I have beaver energy, and that's more like coming up to help out once something's already being engaged. I'll help, but I'm not gonna lead the charge. It's not saying that I'm a follower. I mean, I can watch from my own 100 acres at what everyone else is doing with my set of binoculars and still be supporting them without actually doing anything. So just, you do what you want to do with the life that you have. Beaver energy. All right. Let's see what we have here. This is the Golden Future Oracle, Diana Cooper. Artwork by Space Before. I like reading from this deck. 2 things. It's very colorful, really fun to look at. And I like the messages because every time I pick it up, I'm like, no, I never like, oh, there's light language on it. Holy shit, I just saw that. Which is really indiscernible as a language. It's anything the artist wants it to be. There's no, let's go learn light language. Texas Tech is teaching it. It doesn't work like that. You can create your own light language and then teach it to others if you want, but it's kind of like I think that was more your own thoughts being taught, not like a word. You might not have everyone agreeing with it, this the thing, but you don't. There's no wrong in that. I don't think. As far as I know, we don't have the Rosetta Stone on lightning. So I think we're good to do that fucking on. I am very curious about the jellyfish entity, which is a personal connection I have, but it's here. Anyone, I've been talking about jellyfish entity for over. And it's here. So I'm actually, I rarely think of questions when I do group reads. I just like whatever come. But I'm gonna ask specifically anything about the jellyfish entity. I recognize I'm not saying no because, you know, it's not to be secret, it's because we've only got so much time. Watch my other videos, come to my rooms, and they're all about jellyfish entity. So if you ask me. Well, that's strange. I saw where to cut the deck and it was telling me to cut it further to this side. I've never seen that before. Education. So much going on in this card. Okay. Expand your right brain creativity. And I'm thinking of the jellyfish. I should know that. Oops. Is left brain logic, right brain creative? Expand your right, this memories. Yeah. Right brain creativity. I'm also right-handed, so my dominant hand is my right. Right brain creativity. I get that. I'm just trying to find more meaning into it. Absolutely. It seems so strange. Not if I look at, like, say, weather patterns to determine where the jellyfish entity might be, or tidal disruptions to determine where the jellyfish entity might be. That would definitely extend right brain creativity. Thinking of other ways to think about. Okay, but it also brings in the left side of practicality, logic. All right, bye. Education. Educate yourself. I've heard about people who were raising their children, and they were homeschooling, but they weren't teaching them to read, and they wanted them to learn on their own. They thought that the child would just have a natural inclination to educating themselves. Turns out they don't. I'm not even sure. I mean, I know that this is true, but I'm still like mind-boggling at not teaching you to read. How would you want an illiterate child? And when you realize that at 9, they still did not have any fucking interest in trying to read, because how do you teach yourself to read? I don't even know how to do that. But what are you thinking then? Well, time's up, guess we'll be illiterate. What the fuck? Very interesting. They might be really good right brain thinkers if they can't read, if they're a bunch of illiterates, but who are still exposed to general knowledge, because assumedly their parents are literate. Oh my god. Anyway, that's incredible bias of mine to believe that you should raise, if you are homeschooling, you should at a minimum teach your child to read. But I don't homeschool, so I don't know the problems with that. So let's just go straight to the book, because I'm talking about myself too. In the golden future, it will be recognized that teachers have vitally important roles. Boom, that's why I want to tell you. They will be respected and reviewed. More emphasis will be on right brain creativity and experience, and less on left brain absorption of other people's knowledge. High quality teaching programs will bring forward people's individual gifts. Which is kind of what I'm doing in my Saturday session of mediumship. We're going to cover so many forms of mediumship, and I am so enthusiastic that practitioners will want to absorb even more information on something that we covered in the session. Because the sessions are there to enjoy ourselves and to commune, and the 2 weeks between sessions are when we take what we have learned out into the real world and provide purpose. So let's see what we got. There will be much focus on social skills and communal responsibility, as well as spiritual and psychic development. Young children will practice relaxation, visualization, and mind control, the foundation for manifestation. Older ones will receive advanced meditation and psychic training. Loving kindness, generosity, and caring for plants and animals are all fundamental parts of fifth dimensional living and will be practiced by youngsters of all ages, as we're working with crystals and connecting to the soul. As much education as possible will take place outside in nature. We have a quote No, there's no person, so it's just a statement. Expanding your right brain keeps your connection to source open. The guidance of this card. Lord Cthulhu, who originates from Venus, is the world teacher, head of the schools of learning on the inner plane. He is overseeing a new education system for the golden future that honors the needs of the high frequency children who are incarnate. By tuning into him, you are helping to bring this forward for the world. Choosing this card suggests that Lord Cthulhu is attracting your attention. There is a gift, skill, quality, or some latent knowledge that it is time for you to develop, or it will bring you satisfaction. Lord Cthulhu asks you to take some time to explore your qualities and talents. Remember, you are unique and special, and are ready to bring more of your soul forward. You may like to sit quietly. Visualize yourself in a yellow cocoon and tune into Lord Cthulhu. Ask him to impress on you what you need to learn or understand right now. Ooh, okay, let's do time. That coughing fit was a little bit more than needed for it. Hold on. Okay, I wanted to share this card. Oh, hi. Okay, so robots. What? This, I can't even in front of the fucking camera, it's so rude. Okay, anyway, it's fun. Um, I have tried to get this camera stuff rings and have it. And no, I'm not gonna buy a new camera because I don't have fucking money. All right. This is our last deck, and I'm gonna ask that I be shown something to help me facilitate calm. Dumbwaiters can't get mad. I just heard that. So a dumbwaiter, like if you're let's say like the really big houses, right? Um think like England, even in America we have them, but they're old. Big houses of England, right? 12, 15 bedrooms, huge kitchens, dining hall. You could send food up and down to different rooms by using a dumbwaiter. And it's just built into the wall. It's a system, it's a pulley system. So it's not hard to do. Put 50 pounds of food on it, but it's not going to feel like it. And you use a dumbwaiter to get the food in this case from floor to floor. So when I asked to show me something about calm, it wasn't showing me a dumbwaiter at first. It was showing me that I was elevated and that I could lower my sense down and ground. And then I saw a dumbwaiter. And what did I say? Oh, right to that. Dumbwaiters don't talk, something like that. A dumbwaiter just serves a purpose. It has no thought, and it is constantly repeating that purpose over and over and over. Now, the purpose is to bring something to someone else or take something from someone else. Over and over and over. To receive and to give. Over and over and over. All right, so let's see what Liminal Spirits Oracle by Laura Temple Sackroff has in store for us. The deck is called Liminal Spirits Oracle, which is spirit cards. And it's an oracle deck. These are not the witches' runes, which I do have a deck of this. I made them. I witches' runes are already a thing, and I copied them over on my. We had played last time. Oh, yeah. Beautiful, looking right out. Tracing back in time, there is a question as to whether we domesticated the cat or it domesticated us. The cat would answer that, obviously. It chose its own path. With its soothing purr, big eyes, and twitching tail, the cat embodies perception, preservation, patience, curiosity, chance, and confidence. The cat knows the wisdom of soaking up a sunbeam, but it won't pass up the chance to chase prey in the dark. Its watchful eyes guard its hidden. Messages. If it fits, I sit. Oh, okay. If it fits, I sit. Cats are known for perching anywhere they please. We tend to worry about whether we fit in or not, and what will others think. Stop worrying about the opinions of others and make yourself comfortable. The world will adjust, and you only get one life. So be comfortable as much as possible. To bring yourself discomfort because you want someone else to feel comfortable. If someone sees you in an uncomfortable position and gains enjoyment, they are fuckheads and they shouldn't be in your life. If someone you can't get away from, your boss, coworker, then right now it's a temporary state. The release will come, hope. But if you're just doing something because you think someone else wants you to do it, I would say that you're not doing it well. Do it for you. Because you don't know what the other person wants. And even if they verbalize to you what they want, that is a past action. It may no longer be known. So do what you want. Because you can't deliver it to anyone but yourself. All right. Patience is not only a virtue, it's essential for achieving your goal right now. Timing is everything. So wait for the right moment. And I did ask about the jellyfish. Cultivating a sense of curiosity and play will not only satisfy your spirit right now, but also make you more flexible for the challenges to come. Not all preparation should feel like hard work. Yeah. Okay. Well, whatever you got from that, I mean, I don't know, I'm just gonna pull more cards on it. Just let's keep that. Gateway to the Liminal, I'm sorry, Liminal Spirits Oracle by Laura Tempest Zakroff. The guidebook is called Gateway to the Liminal. All right. Let me see what one we have. Probably not. Yes, it is day 51. I do not keep up. You guys are awesome. Tomorrow is Wednesday. That is my mental health day. So we are not meeting. It actually is a mental health day. And then we'll meet again on Thursday where we will cover, where we will have our personal events. So that is not going to be recorded because they're personal, but if you would like to attend in person, you can ask a question of the room and it'll be answered by multiple. Potentially, it will definitely be answered. The multiple radio thing will be recorded. And then on Saturday is our mediumship session. And after that, we have nothing on Sunday. That's our relaxation day, and then we kicks off again. So we meet every Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Every Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. But I don't drop recordings for our Thursday group. And there will be some Saturdays where I don't drop recordings because of the nature of what we're saying. It's personal and not meant to be put on. Okay. Oh, Carl. All right, so you guys are fabulous, and I will talk to you all later, and I hope